Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I think that's a better level. Hello, I'm here. I'm alive. I don't sound insanely congested. A little congested, but not crazy congested, you know. Michael! Oh no. Mushy, where are you? One moment. One moment, let me reopen this. Oh, is it because of you? Oh, hold on. I have so many thingies that like need to be open now. So many thingies. Oh my goodness. Miss Haribo, thank you for all the gifted subs while we were on Pui Show. Connect. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. Hello. Hi, everybody. I was just talking with Waxo. I got an update on how the rigging is going, and it looks so good. Decreasing Duke's ad revenue. I would much look, sub revenue is always going to be better than ad revenue, but either way, look, if you're here, it's to my benefit. If you're here, it's to my benefit, dude. Dives in a little leaf pile of money. New model's awesome, but I will miss your little mushy. Like I've said before, I will still use little mushy. Little mushy isn't going anywhere. Little mushy will just become part of an arsenal. An arsenal of weird mushrooms. Yes, morbidly obscene. What's up? And then you give it to the bank for the house. Exactly. Exactly, yeah. I just took Peachy on a walk. That's why I was late. She hasn't gone on a walk in a few days. Fortunately, you know, we have a lot of space for her to run around and sniff and have a nice time, but yeah. Yeah, we'd be down to have Jenna and Geekenders, of course. Her leggie's much better. Yeah. I think as she gets older, it's not going to be quite so easy for her to injure herself, you know? Her bones are like starting to stabilize and stuff. Yeah. The family photo with Peach was cute. Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot that Sam posted that. Yeah. We had Kelly and Dave came over and Kelly and I made like a little Thanksgiving-ish thing. I was like, Kelly, what do you normally eat when you're home? And she said creamed corn, which I've never had as like part of a Thanksgiving or like holiday meal. So I was like, oh shit, let's do creamed corn. That's very American. So yeah, so we did creamed corn. We didn't do green bean casserole because every time I make it, I'm disappointed. But it was fun. Made a big meal. We all sat and ate. And then Sam and Dave and Clark went and bought a tree and came back, and then all of us decorated the tree together. It was very cute. Dave picked out a new ornament for the tree, which is Santa in a helicopter. It's very good. I don't think I've ever had creamed corn. It's very southern. If you're like, man, I love sweet corn, and then somebody said to you, but what if we made it sweeter? If your brain goes, yeah, I'd try that. Or if your brain goes, no, I don't think I want that. That gives you an idea of whether or not you want creamed corn. It's literally corn cooked in cream with sugar. It's it's so sweet. And Clark did the mulled apple juice because that's her new favorite thing. Sweeter and mushier? No, because you don't cook it for that long, so the corn is still like crisp. It's still crunchy. Well, I guess you could cook it long enough that it's not, but we didn't. That sounds very sweet. I wonder what I would serve with it to balance it out. So we did... Oh, what was my shirt doing? I was gonna roast the Brussels sprouts with parm. And then I realized we've got a couple of sweet things that we're eating here. So I just roasted the Brussels sprouts normally so that they would kind of balance stuff. Yeah. Mulled apple juice is great. And I hadn't thought to do it until we went to a store and they offered mulled wine and mulled apple juice. And I was like, oh, I asked, like, there's like no alcohol in that, right? And they were like, no, it's just apple juice that's been cooked with like spices. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. So we got it and tried it, and Clark tried it and loved it. And so it's like her holiday drink now. So yeah, we just do it in the slow cooker. I just put like a couple jugs of cloudy apple juice into the slow cooker with 2 cinnamon sticks and 2 star anise and a couple of cloves and a couple slices of orange, and just let it go on low. And it tastes great. And if you are an alcohol-y person, brandy is really good in it. Brandy, and we also have Cointreau, which is like a orange liqueur. I've tried that in there and it was really good as well. But it's super good without any alcohol in it, which is, I think, a superior thing to bring to a holiday something, because then people can doctor it if they want, but everybody can technically drink it, you know? Or just use cider. So the issue out here, I don't know if you're from England or not. The issue out here is that there really isn't just like apple cider, like spiced apple juice that isn't alcoholic, that's easy to find. It's much easier to just make it. In my experience, this is when somebody's like, there's tons of spiced apple juice that you can buy. From my perspective also, though, it's nice because this means that Clark has 2 separate things that she knows how to make for, like, holiday stuff. So she can be the person to put together the mulled apple juice. And she can also make the cranberry sauce. Which I think it's nice for her to be able to, like, take a little responsibility for something that gets brought to like a family gathering. She can, like, take some pride in something that she made and got to bring and contribute, you know? My kiddo, she's 6. She'll be 7 in April. White grape and clementine juice are also great for mulling. Good to know. Yeah, itch.io was down for a bit. I think it's back up, right? It was down for a bit because of some dumb AI shit. And everyone was like, if itch goes down forever, everything's gonna fall apart, dude. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's gonna come back up. Yeah, it cracks me up how many people saw the clip when we announced that we were pregnant. And they were like, wait, did Sam not know? What do you mean? How unhinged would I have to be like, Sam, come on to Saturday Morning Duger with me. It's going to be a fun time. And choose that as the moment to tell not only the viewers, but also my husband that I'm pregnant. Very unhinged. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Sam was surprised that I just, like, went for it. But I don't know exactly what he was expecting. Did he want us to tiptoe around it? Like, so guys, maybe you've noticed that my camera has been creeping in closer and closer. There is a good reason for that. Like, no, just look at my belly. It's gigantic. I'm growing a human in there. A pregonante. I do love that someone recognized you and kept it a secret. Me too. Shout out to the guy that was doing security at Target. Yeah, I told this story a long time ago, but the Target that was really close to us where we were living at the time, he recognized me pretty early on, and I definitely started showing that I was pregnant when I would go in there, and he would always just say hi, and never mentioned it or asked about it. Like, it was just very sweet, and always respected my boundaries that way. Never said anything online. I was like, what a sweetheart. Hard to tell if pregnant with VTuber avatar. True. I was not digital at the time. The mushrooms had not invaded yet. Yeah. Exactly. Now it's spores all the way down. We did our oh, sorry. I was just rubbing my eye, but I realized the whole model was like, yeah. We did our Psycho-Pass anime cult episode today. I don't think Solo Leveling has come out yet. So we've got 2 of them banked up now. It has? Just kidding. Just kidding. It is out. Yeah. Oh my God. Psycho-Pass was a trip, dude. Psycho-Pass was a trip. I watched a bunch of it with Kelly, actually, while she was visiting, which was fun. It was nice to like bounce like my thoughts off on somebody else. Because I had never seen it before. I'm excited though. I think we've done a lot of serious shows. This one definitely is the most like dark, I guess, out of everything that we've done so far. So I'm excited to do a couple of nice ones now. The next couple we're doing is Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken and My Love Story, Ore Monogatari. Yeah, we only did season 1. We might do the movie, though. Apparently a movie came out recently that is a continuation from season 1. So we were talking about maybe watching the movie. Yeah, My Love Story, I don't like romance stuff a ton, typically. My Love Story is like one of my favorite anime. I think it's so cute. And I haven't watched Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, but it's been recommended to me a million times. And when we were doing Super Cousin Time a few weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, I want to suggest some slice of life stuff because we keep doing like grim dark shit. Eizouken was brought up again, and I was like, we should do that because I really want to watch it. Where did Sam post the family photo? Probably on Twitter. It's just us in front of the tree with Peachy. My Love Story is the one with the big intimidating boy with the heart of gold who falls in love with an adorable girl, and she falls in love with him, and it's so sweet. It's so sweet. I love it. Shut the fuck up. I love it so much. It's so cute. We had a family birthday, and I was talking with my sister-in-law's mom, who's very sweet, but she was talking about, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And I was saying that I didn't know what it was until you guys told me what it was like a couple of weeks ago. And she said, yeah, it's been divisive because people aren't really fighting Like there's no drama this season. Everybody's just getting along. And I was explaining to her, I was just as like a jumping off point. No, I didn't watch it, but she was talking to me about it. And I was saying that I remember so vividly, like there was a period of time where Terrace House came to America, as well as Great British Bake Off. And I was saying that there was this really interesting conversation happening because American reality shows are so drama bait. Like that's all they are, right? It's like entirely how far can we push these people so that they fight each other? And how it started a conversation with a lot of American viewers like, man, it's actually so nice to watch a reality show where people are just chill. Or like people aren't fighting, you know? Yeah, it's just like you still get the, oh, I'm watching people be people, but without the, and now they're acting like super intense. Everybody's just like fine. And so I was like, do you find, because like that was very novel for Americans. Do you find that because you guys already have sort of a blend of like some shows that are really drama filled and some shows that aren't, do you find that a show that is typically drama filled suddenly not being, that it like throws you off? And she was like, honestly, I've had such a hard time getting into it. She was like, my husband's been watching every episode, but like I've realized like I want the drama. It's just like, it's just not as fun to watch when they're all getting along. I miss OG Big Brother. Honestly, my mom and I, oh my God, my mom and I used to be so into Big Brother, and my mom and my sister continued to watch it after I stopped watching it when I moved to LA, because I didn't really have anybody to watch it with anymore. And part of the fun of Big Brother, for me at least, was like caring about it with somebody else. So I stopped watching it when I moved, and my mom and my sister kept watching it. And at a certain point, I got reached out to. They wanted influencers on Big Brother. And they reached out to me and they were like, hey, would you consider being on Big Brother? And I was like, no, thank you. And I made the mistake. Of telling my sister that I got propositioned to be on Big Brother. And she was like, what the fuck? She was like, you should have done it. I was like, no, thank you. I have no interest in being on a show like Big Brother, dude. Absolutely not. I've only seen American Big Brother. I've never watched any other like country's Big Brother. Big Brother streamer edition would be chaos. It depends on who they chose. They'd have to be really... I think it would be boring. Like, okay, so here's what I think would happen if they weren't really careful about who they chose, okay? Because I think their intention would be, okay, so we've got the normal show that happens in the house, and then everybody's got like a full streamer setup in their bedrooms, right? And then we can also like make people pay for like the behind the scenes thing like we normally do, except it would be like behind the scenes to see their streams or whatever. That's probably what they would be trying to do as a format to like make more money, right? The issue is that I think depending on who they chose, people would just sit in their rooms. People would just sit in their rooms, and if they were like, no, there's gonna be like streamer rooms and then the bedrooms and they're separate, I don't know. I think they need to be it would be so hard to get a group of people that would be interesting to watch in the house, like in the actual episodes, I think. Yeah, exactly. Don't they usually have to isolate, which would mean monitored computer use? Yeah. But like, but again, if the intention is, we're also going to have them stream from the house, it's going to be a reality show, but it's like a streamer house, right? How do they decide how much to monitor that? Like, monitor meaning like how much they limit how much you're streaming. They'd need somebody working for them on the back end as like a consultant, because it's like, depending on how much time you were allotted to stream, it could like ruin your career. So it would be really weird, I think. Anyway, they just wanted me on normal Big Brother, and I said, no, thank you. You inspired me to try to be a VTuber. Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoy it. It's very fun. I was just telling Roxo that I think like part of the reason that people enjoy VTubing so much is you can kind of like, I don't know, choose your fighter almost, right? Like you can like choose a form that you feel really comfortable speaking through, and how fun that is. Because we were talking about Sam. I don't know if Sam has shown off the red model at all yet, but Sam was like, they've done too good of a job. Like red is gorgeous. Like it's like this absolutely beautiful woman model. And he was like, and that is not the body that I feel comfortable talking through. I was like, well, it totally makes sense, right? Yeah, it's gorgeous. It looks so good. Manda and Vanilli, I think, are allergic to making people that aren't hot, is also like part of the problem, you know? Yeah. Before I found Roxo, Sam was like found. Before Summer was like, you should become my VTuber sibling and message Roxo. Sam was like, man, Manda and Vanilli are doing an insane job with this model. If they want to make another one in the future and you still don't have somebody to make your model, you should just hit them up. Misha Rebo was on so many gift subs. Thank you so much. Why is my... Look at the shirt. What's happening with this? Look at the shirt. Wait, why is everything getting all facocked? Keeps getting stuck. Yeah, I thought about commissioning somebody to make tiny weird mushroom versions of all of my friends. so that when I collab with them, they can be like little weird mushroom people growing out of the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I would have to figure out the best way to do it. Because I'd still want it to be clear, like, who was who, you know? The original idea, because I had talked about having, like, a little Sam mushroom and a little Clark mushroom that, like, grew out of my shoulder when they're in the room with me. But obviously if I'm like doing a big collab, I can't just have like 18 little mushrooms growing out of my body. Oh, forecast great. Thank you. You could though. Yeah, they can just grow out of my cap. Oh, goodness. Gift quota exceeded for the month. Enjoy the subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. If you were gifted a sub by Misharibo, make sure that you say thank you. Bah. Bah. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I feel like this model is mostly head, you know? This model is mostly head. I think I'll have actually like maybe less real estate, mushroom real estate on the new one. I did not make my model. No, this one is by Noi. Yeah, who's being linked in chat. It was a your character here one. So like the base of the model already existed, and I sent them a picture of the character, and then they created it on top. And then my new one is being made by Roxo. Oh my God. Model's so fun. Thank you. I haven't been using the chroma key shirt enough. I got that dog in me. I haven't been using the chroma key shirt as much. I'm looking for someone to rig my character. Yeah, I would look for riggers that do your character here stuff. Because a lot of times the base will be like really like fine-tuned. And then they just put like your character's attributes on top, you know? Zig! Hey, buddy. Fungi feline foe. Don't change it to friend. Don't change it to friend. You know what you said. Oh, goodness. Finally, some beef. Yeah. If we follow Roxo, can we see sneak peeks of the new model? Yeah, Roxo's been streaming like the rigging process occasionally. I borped, sorry. Yummy beef. Zig, all my like crazy shit is done now. Let's watch the thing. Let's watch it finally. Follows to my knees. Are the Google Moogles broken? Wait, hold on. What's happened? They not work? I'm restarting Mix It Up. Oh. Oh yeah, it errored. Oh. What the heck? Wait a second. What happened? It's showing that there's no commands. Dang it. Well, hold on. I'll pause the Google Moogles until I can get that fixed. Yeah, when I restarted it, it was like, I don't see a backup anywhere, dude. and now it says there's no commands. Weird. Sorry about that, gang. Sorry. Seeing if I can get it to work. Huh. Weird. Okay. Annoying. Sorry about that. They will return. The Google Moogles will return. It's funny when you're working on stuff with the VTuber model because it looks like you're just spacing out. To be fair, even when I wasn't using the model, if I was trying to fix something on the computer, it would look like I was spacing out. Oh my God. Sorry, this my mind just made like 3 connections right in a row. You are not gonna believe what showed up on my TikTok FYP yesterday. I was like, how did this happen? So let me get you here. Ready? So Sam and I, while he was doing his subathon, we played the Quarry. We tried to play Until Dawn because it was like remastered or whatever. But it had a patch and it like ruined our save. And so we decided to play the Quarry. All right. Okay. So so we had a lot of fun with the Quarry. And with the Quarry, if you say that like you're doing it multiplayer, like couch co-op, you each choose characters, okay? So Sam and I decided to choose each other's characters. So you go through all of the characters and it kind of gives you like a short blurb about what that character's like and what their like primary attributes are, okay? So we chose characters for each other and and one of the characters that was chosen for me is a character named Dylan, who I adore. I love that guy. And not just because he immediately made a butt joke like the second that he was on screen. And I started screaming because I was like, no, it's me. But so I'm on TikTok, okay? So I'm on TikTok a couple days ago. I'm scrolling through, and guess what hit my FYP? A fan cam edit of Dylan from the Quarry? I was like, what? And you might think, oh, it was probably made a long time ago. It wasn't. It was just made. I was like, what is happening? What is going on? How did this show up on here? I never went on TikTok being like, man, I wonder if I could see some good Dylan edits. Dude, I did think about, I did think about going and watching. I'm sure a lot of people wound up doing this with their games, but I thought about going on YouTube and watching other playthroughs of the Quarry, because I'm really curious how different the playthroughs can be. I get the feeling that things can be drastically different. My TikTok FYP has clocked me so many times, bro. Yeah. I still want to play House of Ashes with Summer. So hopefully we can do that. I do like watching the Scary Game Boys. I like the Spook 'em Up boys. They're fun to watch. With games like that, where I know Scary Guy Squad, yeah, exactly. They should make that shirt. They should make a shirt that is like just wrong. Just like not the name of their show at all. Anyways, only I would think that's fun. Hello, welcome. What's my lore? I got infected by a weird fey fungus shroom thing. Some spores got in my office. It's fine though. It's contained. It's getting a little weird in here, but beyond here it's fine. It's fine. We've got it contained. Don't worry about it. Oh, thanks for gifting them a sub. One last sub for the road. I'm sick of how many times they've guessed the actual twist as a goof. I'm sick of how many people in my life are good at guessing the way that things are going to end. Like, I need more head empty friends, okay? I got too many brainiacs who are just like, here's what I think is going to happen, and then I just fume. Like, stop it. Just stop the wait. How come I'm the only person that's determined not to think? Just sit on the couch and don't think with me. Why is that so hard? Right? Like don't be sitting there like, but that didn't make sense because shut up. Don't stop. I'll have plenty of time to think about all this when this is done. I just want to watch this. I want to watch this like I'm a 5-year-old and I can make zero connections. Brain off, popcorn in. Exactly. I used to be the smart friend and I love being head empty now. Yeah, look, it does depend on the media for sure. But sometimes, man, any of you who are just like head empty goobers that decided to stand in front of a bunch of people and make vows that you were going to sit on the couch with the same overanalyzing brainiac for the rest of your life. God bless. Like, dude, every show, every single thing we watch, Sam's like, I think this is what's going to happen. And the only thing he's been wrong about in recent memory is a Disney Channel movie. Like, save me. Fortunately, we've been together long enough that he now pauses, looks at me and goes, I think I know what's going to happen. Do you want me to tell you? He doesn't just say it anymore, which is such progress. I don't think there's anything wrong with being the I want to talk it out person at all. but sometimes I'm like, he's right so often that it honestly, hearing what he thinks is going to happen feels like a spoiler to me. So I have to decide to myself, like, if he's right, am I going to be pissed about it or not? Does that make sense? I got the worst version. All my racing thoughts and overanalyzing is constantly wrong. Oh, I love it. Totally. I think for me, it needs to, oddly enough, it needs to be kind of structured, right? Like, I need the pause. Here's what I think is going to happen. Because there have been a couple of shows where I've been able to say, ooh, here's what I think is going to happen. You know, like, I've also had a thought and would like to vocalize it. It doesn't happen nearly as often, but like, a lot of times I'm fine with it if I also have an idea of what might happen, you know? Sometimes I get disappointed when I'm right about an upcoming twist. I think Sam does too, but what he says out loud is the opposite. Like, just imagine, any of you who watch Sam, imagine him on the couch, watching, so intense, watching a show. He says, I think this is what's going to happen, right? He says what he thinks the twist is going to be. The twist is exactly what he says it is. And then he, in the most depressed tone I've ever heard, goes, God, I'm so good. It's so funny. Oh no, ads! I'm gonna laugh if it turns out that the ads struck right before I said the punchline. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's like that villain in every show that's like, I'm just so bored. Oh my gosh. I messaged Summer yesterday and I was like, bro, I really want to play ARAM. Summer was like, I'm so excited for our weekly gaming sessions to just turn into playing League. I was like, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't think Sam watched Lost. Maybe, but I don't think so. Dodger Yasuo main Thorn. Oh my goodness. No, I'll talk about League once the ad break is done. I don't want to deny the non-subs the joy of laughing at me playing League for the first time. Ooh, a newsletter from my kid's school. Oh, good. Huh? Roger seems like a top laner. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, dude. What? This is not what we want. Okay. All right, we're back. Hi. Sorry about the ads. Someone asked how it was playing League. Okay. So I played League a few years ago. And had some beginner's luck, did really well, and then never played it again. And so many people in my life have a League sickness. And so I really enjoyed Arcane. I went into Arcane with like no knowledge about the characters whatsoever, and I really liked it. And we have been joking about how like a bunch of people watched Arcane and then we're like, maybe I'll play League, and what a mistake that is, right? And I was watching a bunch of edits because the Arcane editors are crazy and everything is beautiful and amazing. And one of them was using like, I don't know, like animations or something from the actual game. And I was in the kitchen with Sam and I was like, Sam, what if I tried League? And to boil the conversation down, he was like, feel free, but you're not playing with me because it'll ruin our marriage. So I messaged Summer and I said, Summer, what if I played League? And Summer was like, when? Now? Literally anytime. I'll play with you anytime. When do you want to play? Today? Tonight? We could play right now if you want. So we talked about it and Summer said that we should play ARAM. And I asked Sam about it and Sam was like, that's probably the right call because there's only one lane, so you can't get yelled at for being in the wrong lane. And you have like very little control over what character you play. You have rerolls, but like it randomizes who you play, and you can reroll a couple of times and you can trade with other people if they agree to the trade. So that kind of eliminates like the things that I found intimidating about it, because there's only one lane and nobody can yell at me for choosing the wrong character because fuck you, the game gave it to me. So yeah. And honestly, it was pretty chill. Honestly, it was pretty chill. So unfortunately, the game made me play normal League like a couple of times. We played like those like baby games against bots, so where like everybody on your team is a baby player and everybody on the other team is a bot. And Summer was like, I feel so bad being in these games. I should not be in these games. I was like, don't worry about it. We're in and out. We're in and out. 10-minute adventure. We're in and out. It's fine. So yeah, played a couple games. I only have, you know, the characters that the game gives me. But yeah, I played some ARAM and it was fine. And then we were talking about playing some more. We played a little bit on Sam's stream if you want to watch that. It was me, Summer, Sam, and Lawman. We all played together on Thursday, I think, Thursday night. But we were talking about playing a little bit maybe tomorrow night, Summer and I. And I was like, honestly, the only thing now that I hate the idea of is streaming it. I don't know if I want to invite league heads into my chat to be like, you're doing it wrong. And Summer was like, honestly, I don't think we should stream it. just play it for fun off stream. So yeah, I'm down to be on another person's stream, but I love Lolman, but playing with him will make you have less fun because he'll get players that are higher ranked. Yeah. I mean, that's going to happen no matter what, isn't it? I'm lower than anyone I know. I guess you mean like drastically higher. Greetings from Italy. Hello. I don't know what Grandmaster and Gold are. I'll take your word for it, though. We would just judge you and call out all of your mistakes. Great. Oh, thank goodness. That's all? The gap between you and Sam is the gap between Sam and Lolman. I see. So the gap between me and Lolman is like an ocean. I downloaded Marvel Rivals actually because I heard it's actually like really cute and fun. People were flaming others for character choices they made on day one. Yikes. It feels like old school Overwatch. Oh, that's fun then. I think, oh my gosh, there's two things that I still need to sort for Clark. For Quimus. I need to get all of her pictures printed for her stocking. And she really wants a skateboard for her big gift. But I'm kind of like, I'm nervous to pick out a skateboard for her. Does that make sense? Yeah, but either way, you know, either way, I think it will just be better to have her pick it out. But I don't know. I guess on the other hand, she can just, you know, if we get one that's like colors that she likes, she can just cover it in stickers if she wants. She has a board. So she has a board right now, but it's too small for her. But she's like learned like the basics, like getting on and getting off of it and like moving safely and stuff. She knows how to do all that, but the board's too small for her to like have her feet in the right positions. So she needs to upgrade. She needs a bigger board. But no, it shouldn't be an adult size board. It just needs to be like the next size up basically for a kid. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not about like, it's entirely about aesthetic. She's not going to know the difference. I'm not trying to get her like break the bank, getting her like a crazy board. I just want it to be a board that she aesthetically likes, you know. Has she given up the skates? No. No. She was roller skating through the house the entire time that people were over for Thanksgiving. And we were laughing because Dave was like felt bad walking around in his shoes. And Sam was like, buddy, my daughter is literally roller skating through the house. Please don't worry about your shoes. Wish I had a nice place to skate. It was fun as a kiddo. We've had trouble finding like skate parks really out here. A lot of them are like part of another park, but it's, you know, like a ramp and not that much space. Oh, Smiled Bump, thank you. What a sweet message. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about skateboards. How much of a skater is she? She just likes it. If you mean like, does she culturally like it? Like, does she idolize skaters and stuff? No, not at all. She just likes the skateboard. She likes riding the skateboard. She watched a couple of videos on how to properly get on and off of the skateboard, and has practiced that a lot. But again, it's not the right size. It's too small for her. So she knows the movement, but she wants and I want for her to have the right size of skateboard, because currently I think she's learning some kind of bad muscle memory because her feet are winding up too close together and stuff, you know? I'm doing good at the dentist office. Oh gosh. Hopefully it's in and out. In and out. 5-minute adventure. Nom, nom, nom. I couldn't get her a Walmart skateboard if I tried. I think you can go full size pretty early. So she has a scooter that's full size, and I think that was a mistake. I think we upgraded her to like too big of a scooter too quickly. And I don't want to make that same mistake with a skateboard, because like balance is such an issue with skateboards, you know? Oh my God. I tried to teach my friend to skateboard in the summer. Within 10 minutes after me saying, hey, you need to stand with your feet sideways 4 times, she fell, sprained her ankle, nearly threw up, and had to go to A&E. Bro. Yikes. Yeah, part of me keeps thinking, because like, you know, since it's sunny all the time, I assume it's because the weather is nicer, but like there's such a skate culture in Los Angeles. I'm glad that I'm not raising a kid in Los Angeles anymore, but some of the things she's taken an interest in, I have thought to myself, there's so many more resources for like this specific hobby where we used to be. Last time I skated was 14. I placed one foot on the skateboard and did the splits. Oh no. Yeah, we haven't like gone skating in, I want to say, at least a month. It's a bit harder to get yourself out doing that stuff once it gets like really rainy and cold, I think. The wind has been crazy too. I think being on a skateboard can be quite scary. And like when you fall, there's, you know, this is one of the reasons that when she wanted to start learning roller skates, we tried to prioritize her knowing how to fall safely pretty early. And she practiced falling a lot. And it's become muscle memory now. So I think I'd probably do the same thing with skateboarding. If she started skateboarding more, be like, hey, let's learn how to fall safely. Because she has yet to ever fall off the skateboard, but it's never been moving that fast, you know. Yeah, well, Clark's normally like that, honestly. Normally the second anything goes wrong with Clark, she bursts into tears. But she picks herself up pretty well with roller skating. I think because it's fun enough that she pushes through it. So yeah, I don't know. I learned how to safely roll in stage combat, in stage combat class. There's an old skate video called Skate More by DVS. There's a guy called Daewon Song. His intro is him falling on his ass for a minute. It's a fantastic demo about how to fall unironically, breaking his fall, rolling to lessen the impact. It's a great visual tutorial. Maybe I will try to find it. I started playing Hades recently. I've watched some of your old Hades VODs while I play. There were a few times where little Clarky was falling on the mattress in the background over and over. Oh my gosh, she was so little. It's wild how big she is now. Yeah, we did a lot of rapier training and knives, like how to pretend to stab another person, basically. I have such a vivid memory of because part of like basically the our final for that class was we were put into pairs and we had to come up with a short combat routine and do a scene. So it was a short 2-person scene with combat basically. And one of my friends was like really crushing on this dude. And he was like, oh my gosh, we've got partnered up. I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun. I'm really going to like put on the moves. And this dude accidentally like got too into the scene and actually like poked him with the épée like really hard. And he was like, what the fuck? And they had like a long like combat safety conversation, but he was like, that killed it. He accidentally stabbed me. I'm not into him anymore. I was like, damn, shit, dude. He's like, he wasn't being safe enough to make sure he didn't stab me for real. I'm out. Yeah. Posted what, Wintermute? The Skate More video? I already found it, but if you want to add it to the Discord, you can. Yeah, I think it's a turn. Look, if you're in a class where you're learning about fake fighting, I know this is really niche, but hear me out. You're in a class, you're learning fake fighting, and the teacher, keep in mind, I was in the same class, so I remember the teacher every single day is really pushing that the safety, right? Like the whole point of this is that it's fake. We're not actually trying to harm each other. We need to know how to safely pretend fight, right? And really grilled it into everybody. And then for your final, you're with another person and they stab you for real in the gut. It's a dull sword. It's a fake sword, so it's not gonna like actually pierce your skin, but they actually poke you really hard. When you be like, bitch, were you not listening? Yeah, it's a turnoff for sure. Like, I love your mushroom person. Thank you, Figgledorf. I appreciate it. Yeah. Safety first, safety last, safety always. Would we ever like to do stage again? Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I was actually talking about that with my kiddo. She's really into Annie. We're basically on a constant rotation of just like new musicals to hyperfixate on. She's really into Annie now. We've moved on. We've moved on to Annie. She wants to listen to the music constantly. She wants the movie on in the living room always. It's it's been very fun. Bro, side note. Okay, so she watched it with Sam, and they watched the 1999 version, whatever one came out in the 90s. They watched that, which I didn't even know existed. And I was like, oh, this isn't the one that I watched as a kid. And she was like, oh, can we watch yours? Bro. I was like, yeah, of course. So I put it on. What a problematic movie. I was like, oh my God. They changed so much. They changed so much stuff in the one that came out in the 90s. And I didn't even realize, because she watched the 90s one with Sam. And then she was like, can I watch it with you? And I was like, sure. So we watched it. And I was like, oh, that was really cute. That's not the one I grew up with, but I really liked that. And like Kristen Chenoweth is in it. And like, you know, again, the cast is fantastic. And so we... So we watched the one that I watched as a kid, the 80s version. Oh my God. There's so much in that movie that I was like, yikes. Yikes, dude. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I think I prefer the 90s one. I think I prefer that one. And then we were like, and there's also the one that came out in 2014, right? We couldn't get that one to play for whatever reason, because she was like, let's just watch all the Annies. So we tried to watch the 2014 version and we couldn't get it to play. So instead she was like, can we just watch like clips of some of the songs in the 2014 one? And I said, sure. Man, what did they do? What did they do? Dude, not to sound like an old lady, but holy shit. Oh my God. The 2014 one, they changed the songs so much. Okay, so we watched, just like for fun, there's a song called I Think I'm Gonna Like It Here, right? And it's the song that that is sung when Annie gets to the mansion. For those of you who have never seen Annie and don't really know what it's about a little girl named Annie who's an orphan, and she has a broken locket, right? And a note, and the note is from her parents from when they dropped her off at the orphanage, basically. And it says something along the lines of like, please take care of our little Annie. We'll be back for her one day, sort of a thing. And so Annie, understandably, has like clung to that. Like, one day I have parents out there who are going to come back for me, right? But the orphanage she's at is terrible. The lady that runs it hates the kids, you know, classic. So there's a rich man in town named Mr. Warbucks. And to help his image, he decides that for Christmas, he's going to let an orphan stay in his mansion in the 80s version, it's a week. In the 90s version, it's 2 weeks to stay for Christmas, basically. And Annie manages to like adorably con her way into into becoming the kid that gets taken. So Annie winds up going to stay with Mr. Warbucks, right? And softens his weird capitalist heart. And everybody in the mansion falls in love with her. And you know, a bunch of like weird shit happens, but it's cute overall. So there's a song when she first gets there to the mansion. And his like personal assistant, Grace, who is the one that brings her to the mansion in the first place, is like, Annie, oh my gosh, you're here. What do you want to do first? And Annie's like, I guess I'll clean the windows first, and then I can do the floors. The song is basically them being like, you don't have to earn your keep. You're our guest. It's very be our guest, right? You're our guest. We're going to take care of you. You know, the world's your oyster. This man's fucking rich. What do you want? You can have anything you want, right? And it's her going, wow, I've never had a life like this. I think I'm going to like it here, right? It's very cute. So in the 80s version, it is a whole ass production. It is like 30 to 40 like Broadway musical style people in this giant mansion doing a huge dance number and singing. Okay. It's very fun, but it feels huge, right? This place feels like huge and full of life, and there's so many people. In the 92 version, much less people, not nearly as many people in this house, but still fun. Still like, you know, a bunch of people singing to Annie about how they're going to take care of her and she's going to have a great time. Right? Okay. So in the 2014 version, it's just Grace. They were trying to, I think, go for like his house. The things that are offered in this house are like digital, basically. So he has like a Star Trek style like computer that you can ask for food. And there's like weird screens all over the place and like holograms and whatever, right? Yeah. So, and hold on. And I don't know if every song is like this, but the whole thing is very obviously has like that robotic auto-tune element to it. So everyone singing has like robotic auto-tune added to their voices. And they're basically just running around the house being like, wow, technology is great, isn't it? And that's what they did with I Think I'm Gonna Like It Here. And it sounds so different. They changed the song so much. It's so weird. It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. I know. I did not like it. I was not a fan. I know. And we also listened to Hard Knock Life, which was another one where I think one of the things that that maybe sort of, I don't want to say that it like destroys kind of the vibe of Annie, but like the 80s version and the 90s version were set in the same time period. And the 2014 one, they decided to bring it into the modern day instead of having it be a modern made movie that's still set in that time. and it just doesn't, it just feels really different. And I was trying so hard not to be like,
It's not Annie. I don't like it.
you know, but it's so drastically different. Anyways, and I don't hate autotune either. Like, I've accepted that a lot of things are auto-tuned without us even realizing, right? I don't hate auto-tune even if you can tell that something's auto-tuned. If it's on purpose, if it was like a choice to make, then fine. I think it was a detriment to this song, unfortunately. Annie is the 1930s. It's like Great Depression era New York. 1933, New York City during the Great Depression. Yeah. I haven't seen Wicked. I haven't seen the stage play in years. So it seems like the only people that I know that have watched the movie and been like,
I hated it.
seem to be like old theater friends of mine who have really recently seen the Broadway show. I think I'd probably enjoy it. Hi, Jaws. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of the highlights. Okay, some of the things that I did not remember about the 80s version is that Miss Hannigan basically tries to make out with everybody. She sexually harasses every person that comes through that door, and it is so deeply uncomfortable. She's always drunk. She always has alcohol on her. In the song Little Girls, she's literally just shooting alcohol so that she can ignore the children. They talk pretty openly about her beating the kids. Yeah, so Carol Burnett, icon, she did amazing with that role. But I was like, oh my God, I did not remember this. We're talking about Annie. And then Mr. Warbucks is like really mean. He's really mean. He's like not a good dude. And not that I have a problem with a billionaire being depicted as being a shitty person. But like, I think in the 1999 version, they did a better job of him like developing a relationship with Annie. In the 80s version, he's just literally up to the point that they're like, oh, we should adopt her. He's still like, I fucking hate kids. I don't want to adopt her. And I was like, what is going on? I do not remember him being so against adopting Annie, literally up to the point of signing the papers. And then, and then his two bodyguards are, I'm not sure if he's supposed to be from China. I can't remember. And then the other one is named Punjab. Punjab is constantly like doing magic and stuff. And they do like the second that he shows up on screen, he casts a spell on a dog. It's so weird. And then there's a song called We Got Annie, which is basically when Grace has convinced Mr. Warbucks to adopt Annie. And so she's going to everybody in the house and saying, guess what? We're going to adopt Annie. And everyone's so excited. The point where she goes to the 2 bodyguards and is like, we got Annie, bro. I was like, ugh. So, at that point, the song oscillates between going dun and literally back to back, just slaps those 2 sort of song motifs in there. Yes. I know. It was so, I was like, Jesus. Very yikes. The 80s Annie is what we're talking about. I was saying that we watched the 1999 Annie, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this one. That was pretty great. It's not the one that I grew up with, though. And my kid asked to watch the one that I grew up with, and I had forgotten how much about that movie is stuff that made me so uncomfortable. Also, the fact that they changed the ending. I don't know what the ending is in the musical, in like the like actual show. But the ending of the 80s movie, Rooster straight up tries to kill Annie. Like he's trying to murder her at the end. And they changed that in the 1999 version. They like try to leave with Annie and get stopped, and they never leave with her, and it like all of that danger is sort of taken out of the end, which I was kind of grateful for. Clark was like, that was really scary at the end of that. I was like, I know, dude. Yeah, 1999. And you know what's funny is I was thinking to myself, I wonder if when this movie came out, people were like, I can't believe they're changing the best parts of that movie. You know, the way that people react when changes happen. I was so curious to look and see if there was response at the time, basically like outraged that they would change those things. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, it was Tim Curry, who I adore. I was like, oh, Tim Curry, don't try to murder the redhead. Untrue. I grew up in a very small conservative town. They didn't need social media to be bitching about changes happening to characters and stories to make them less racist. 100% people bitched about that stuff before the internet. Absolutely. We haven't done Muppet Treasure Island, which is my Muppet movie. If I was going to say that there's a Muppet movie that was like close to my heart, it would be Muppet Treasure Island for sure. We did start watching Muppet Christmas Carol, but we didn't finish it. She found the ghosts kind of scary, which I didn't laugh at in front of her, but I was like, they're puppets. But I guess it was still a little scary, a little spookums. Yeah, Christmas Carol is a bit scary. The whole concept is this guy sucks and now he's going to be haunted. And the very beginning, the Marley and Marley, when they his old buddies show up and they're like, guess what? We're in hell because we sucked when we were alive and you're going to be here with us. Yeah. That's their whole visit. That's the whole vibe. And Clark was like, huh? It teaches you an important lesson about bullying the rich. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen a single Muppet or Sesame Street thing because I was terrified of puppets. Somebody higher up in chat was saying that they weren't allowed to watch it because their sibling was terrified of them. Yeah. I think that's pretty common. When I got really into making masks, and had a bunch of puppetry stuff in my house at the time because we were making puppets for a show. I found out really quickly how many people I knew were not comfy with puppets. I think that's pretty common. Yeah. I guess it's along the lines of Uncanny Valley. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is about puppets that people don't like. I think fear of puppets and fear of masks are different, but sort of in the same sphere, you know? Yes, we've watched The Rescuers. I wouldn't say that they have similar vibes, though. Same family of fears, yeah. Vincent Price is Ratigan in Great Mouse Detective. I did just check to see if he was also in Rescuers, and he's not. Professor Ratigan. We didn't finish Loco Motive. No, we've just been chatting. We've just been sitting on our patoots talking for a couple hours. I didn't really stream much last week because I felt like shit. That cold really knocked me on my ass, dude. So yeah, we're just yapping. the world's greatest criminal mind. Monday afternoon Duger instead. A mad time, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. And of course I was like, all right, I'll just like, you know, we've got this like family birthday thing. I was like, as long as it's during the day, I mostly feel okay as long as I'm not talking a lot. So I was like, I'll just, you know, bring my kiddo to the birthday and sort of like sit in the corner and do my crossword and stuff like a weirdo. We get there and literally everyone is sick. And I was like, guys, guys, what are we doing? Guys, what? What are we doing? No, I already had it. But I was like on the tail end of it, right? I've been on the tail end of it for a few days now. I'm at the point I'm at now is it feels like it's almost gone. Like I've spent a few days now feeling like I need to just shake off the last bit of it and then I'll be fine, right? Oh my God. I've been on the tail end of it for a week. Yeah, that's how I feel. And I kept thinking, I kept like canceling streams and stuff because we'd get to stream time and I'd be so tired. I'd be like, I'm just going to rest. And surely tomorrow I'll be better and I'll be done with it. Anyway, we're going to make some sicky stars tonight. Some Italian penicillin. Yeah, everybody's sick here right now. Yeah. Summer and I were talking about it because Summer really wants to visit, but is very immunocompromised. So we were like, we need to be really careful because there's a 6-year-old in our house and they just bring shit home. Dodger got sick and then decided to play League. Curious. Yeah. Can I blame it on the brain fog? I made poor choices while I was sick. Oh, goodness. Oh, one sec. Has anyone read Phantom Busters? Is it good? It keeps getting recommended to me. It's a manhwa? I don't know what it is, but it's reminded me that Danny Phantom existed. Perfect. No, I think it's a manhwa. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. 3 high school students who can see ghosts, except the honor student, joins Phantom Busters, a club specializing in exorcisms. I really like the character designs. I just went to like type it in on my phone to like find a summary, and the the first thing I saw was someone saying these face cards are lethal. Oh shit. Anyways, I was curious if anybody's read it. I wish I could get back into reading like I used to. What is manhwa? Manhwa is so if something's a manga, it's from Japan. Manhwa is from Korea. So it's a comic still. It just, depending on the word you use, it tells you where it's from. And sometimes, depending on where it's from, you can make some assumptions about like how it's formatted and things like that. Oh my God, this past week I've completed 76 episodes of anime and 236 chapters of manga. Oh my God, Damber. Damn. Going hard. Going so hard, dude. To the person who is saying that they want to get back into reading, so the two things that have like really helped me a bunch are novellas and audiobooks. Audiobooks are awesome. I love them. I'm a huge fan. It's hard to find ones that are like really good and fun to listen to. But when I do, it's literally all I want to do is listen to an audiobook. I just got done with the two Villains books by V.E. Schwab, and I loved them so much that I'm like buying the physical versions of them, because part of me is like, I really want to like read the physical like book now. No, go away, ad. OLG recommended some books to me, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can get the audiobooks for that. And I can only find German. I can only find the audiobooks in German. I was like, why? It's the Scholomance books. The first one is called A Deadly Education. And yeah, it says that there is an English audiobook. It just won't let me download it, and I don't know why. Time to learn German. How did the Terry Pratchett books go? I listened to Mort and I listened to Reaper Man. And I enjoyed them a lot. The issue is I like fucked up boys, gender neutral. I just like fucked up boys. And the Villains books gave me such fucked up boys. I was like, this is all I want to listen to right now. Yeah, just fucked up little guys looking at each other and being like, are you also a fucked up little guy? That's it. I love that dynamic so much. So I listened to those and I loved them. Yeah, so I in the meantime, while I'm looking for another thing to listen to, I'm probably going to do the next Terry Pratchett death book. I'm not sure which one is next. I'll have to look, but Yeah, they're my first Terry Pratchett books, the Death books. I'm liking them. Yeah, I use Audible. I'd like an alternative. It's just the most easily accessible one to me. But if any of you guys use a different thing that you would recommend. I found a Deadly Education on there, but I wasn't sure if you use it or not. On Audible. So, yeah. So I can't find it in English, and I don't know if it's because of my region. I don't know if audiobooks are region locked. God, I hope not. Hoopla is great. Overdrive and Libby are also great. Deadly Education is on Audible, narrated by Anisha Dadia. I can't find it. I can't find it. Here. Audible UK has it. Deadly Education, Naomi Novik. No results. Okay, so let's... Deadly Education, just on its own. No results. Why? And if I go to the website, if I just go to Amazon and search for it, it pops up, but it says that I can't buy it. So I don't know. I don't... Believe me. I'm trying. Put it in the book Discord. Okay, hold on. You have to buy it on the web, not the app. Yeah, I tried. I tried, dude. That's what I'm saying. Okay, hold on. I'll do it with you. Ready? Amazon.co.uk. Deadly Education, Naomi Novik. Audiobook. Hardcover and paperback. That's not what I want. I want the audiobook. So instead, I'll just type it into Google. Deadly Education audiobook. Audible.co.uk. Deadly Education audiobook. I click it. It says I can't get it. Why? It's fine. I'll try to do this later. I'll look on the other ones though. Libby. Oops. Does Libby work in the United Kingdom? Oh, it says zip code. That feels like probably not. You need more mana. Raiders? Aw, Burn Up, thank you for the raid. I was talking about books. Jefferson Bezos heard you talking shit on Geekenders. You better get used to that shit, dude. Did you say you linked it? Why don't I see it? Am I not in the books roll? Do I not have books? Oh my god. I wasn't following the books category in my own community? Why not? Jesus. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, it worked! Buy? Buy? Oh my god, it worked. Why didn't that work before? I hate this fucking site. Oh my god. Might be worth checking your marketplace settings in Audible. I shall. I shall. Yeah, OLG recommended this book to me. It's the first book in a series called the Scholomance series, I guess. And she just said, this book is about fucked up teens in fucked up magic school. There's romance, but it's not the focus. They're just awkward teenagers fighting for their lives. It fits the environment. Because I had said I'm not super into romance stuff. So I think that's why she was like, there is romance, but it's not a romance. Yeah. Yeah. I just emptied my toaster tray. I'm so proud of you. Okay, it's trying to force an ad, so we're going to take a proper break. Go pee, grab a drink, take your pills, and I'll see you guys in a sec. I think we're probably just going to keep chatting. We can do a Loco Motive tomorrow. I'm sorry. It's just been a while. I haven't been here in a while. I think we'll probably just keep talking about stuff. So if you want to hang out for that, then great. Dr. Ruth, thanks for subscribing. Yeah! Hello. Oh. So my like a day-to-day living experience now is I pretty much always have I just got some like really cheap Bluetooth headphones, and I just always have them around my neck. Now this is not an issue until I'm at my desk, because when I'm at my desk, sometimes I'll go, why can't I fucking hear anything? And it's because I've put the wrong headphones on. And then I go, shit. But I love them. Life-changing for me, honestly. Such a simple change to my life. But just being that guy that just always has headphones around my neck, it's so nice. Bitch, you overstimulated? Put your headphones on. You want to watch a thing, but you don't want to disturb anybody? Put your headphones on. It's great. It's great. I love them. And I'm already trying to do the mental gymnastics with myself of like, how long do I need to be wearing these every single day and finding value in them before I can get ones that don't hurt my ears? How long should I use these before I can justify to myself buying different ones with bigger cans so that my ears fit happy snugly inside? I think they'd be a delightful New Year's gift to myself. Right now. Immediately, right now. All right, gang. Any of you who have headphones that you love, Bluetooth headphones with big cans, not the booba kind, let me know. Let me know what you wreck. Because sometimes people call boobs cans. Sometimes they'll say, you got a nice set of cans, and they mean your boobies. But that's not what I mean. I mean the cans, the part that goes over your ear is on headphones is also called the cans. So I'm asking for headphones with big cans. You got me? You get me? Okay. Anyways, I want big cans. I can't keep up with this new lingo. The cans, the booba cans, that's old lingo. It's ancient. That's from the before times. That's worse. Sony, a fantastic noise canceling. Cans are medium size. I'm glad that you said it in all caps. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Sony XM line, you'll never go back. Okay. Next, Audio Technica ATH. Okay, I'm just gonna open up a bunch of tabs, dude. Ooh, they're cute. Okay. Corsair Void cans are big and shaped like an ear. I'm just imagining that they literally just look like ears. Yeah, my ears stick out just enough that I need a little cuppa around them. Yams, that's another good one. I got a nice set of yams. Ancient. Yeah, the ones I got were $20 and they feel like it. Jabra Soundcore. Oh my God, I've never even heard of half of these. I used to have Sennheisers. I didn't like, I mean, it was like 10 years ago. I'm sure that there are newer ones, but I didn't, they never felt, it was almost the opposite problem. They never felt like they actually sat up against my head, like they were too big, you know? The Sony ones look like they got big cans. Those cans look pretty large. Show me the inside. Now stop showing me the outside. I don't give a fuck about the outside. Show me the inside. Point them at me. I swear to God. Not a single picture showing the inside. You're dead to me. Show me the cans. Exactly. You get it. Ba-ba. Ba, 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 ba. 35 hours of battery. Let's go. Wearing headphones for other people. How do you mean? I mostly, the other people in my house don't give a shit about how many audio sources are all playing at the same time, and I am the opposite. And so I've been trying out different things to sort of mitigate getting all muddled up from too much noise. And this has been, I think, the most effective. Is just to put on headphones. I think they meant this as a joke. I was making fun of the only pictures being the outside. I see. I see what you mean. I see. See, that's the issue though. I don't want something with... I want to be able to either turn the noise canceling on and off or to not have it be noise canceling. I still need to be able to tell if my child needs me. The XM's got you. Does Sam have recommendations for headphones? His seems so fancy. My headphones for the PC are fine. My PC headphones can't be used with my phone to like listen to books and stuff. No, I don't want in-ear headphones. They hurt after a while. I used them for a long time because when I became a Twitcherino, what is that called? When Twitch was like, look at this little guy. They sent me some stuff. Ambassador, thank you. When I became an ambassador, they sent me some stuff, and one of the things that they sent was a pair of AirPods, and I was like, I've never had any interest in these, but at the time I told this story, but it was the first time that I had ever used a noise canceling thing, and I put the AirPods in to see how they would feel, and like they felt fine enough, but the noise canceling element, I was like, holy shit, this is life changing. And I don't think I really considered how much, how distracting I find like just noise until there suddenly was no noise. And I was like, whoa, that's awesome. So again, it's not that I don't like the noise canceling. It's that I need to be able to pick and choose if there's noise canceling, you know? And I used the AirPods for a long time. They stopped working quite so well. But I was finding that it was taking less and less and less time for my ears to hurt if I had them in. Yeah, that's what they call them, right? Twitcherinos. I'm sort of a grandfathered in ambassador at this point. I'm not involved in stuff anymore, but I can still have the title. Best of both worlds. No, yeah, Sam, like, again, we've been together for so long that he's better about it, but like Sam is that guy, and I know some of you are that guy too, and it's no shade. Sam can sit at his computer, have a game running with all of the noises and 2 different streams also playing, and he's fine. and he's watching all of it and he's playing his game and he's fine. That's hell. That's hell to me. I find that so fascinating to like multitask to that degree. Sam knows what's up. I need 3 things on at once. No. If we're in the car and the radio's playing and Sam opens a video, I turn off the radio. I turn off the radio. If we're going to be on like a long trip, he started just bringing headphones because he wants to like watch stuff and listen to things on his phone sometimes. But he knows that the second he starts playing something, I'm going to be like, well, your turn. Turn the radio off. Does he drive with headphones in? No, of course not. He's also not watching videos on his phone if he's driving. No, this is when he's being the passenger princess. I don't know if that's legal here. Yeah, I think one of the reasons that I've enjoyed audiobooks so much is because I don't mind busy work. I don't mind like I should, throw a load of dishes in, or I should fold some laundry. I don't mind that stuff. But it's nicer and it goes quicker if I'm listening to something. So sometimes I would put on like a YouTube video or something. But an audiobook is so much better. It's so much better because it doesn't have any visual element at all. It's just meant to be audio. Podcasts were kind of hit and miss for me. It depends. I need to catch up on Sherlock and Co. actually, now that I'm thinking about it. How long did it take for you to adjust to driving on the wrong side of the road? Not that long. Not that long, honestly. At least for me, my brain adjusted really fast. I'll stop working on my chore to pay attention to the video or music. I need silence to actually be productive. I will stop if something shocking happened. There were a couple points in the villains books where I literally stopped. It was like I was on camera. I literally stopped and went, "What?" Or like brought a hand to my chest, like clutching my pearls, like, "What?"
Yeah, Clark used to insist, like if we were listening to music or something, she would always want to be able to see whatever was on the screen while the music was playing. So like say that we were listening to like a song from Matilda, she would want to be able to see what was on the screen while the Matilda song was playing, and it would just be a static picture. She stopped like doing that now. But it was really frustrating for me because I'd be like, all right, now I'm going to turn the screen off so it doesn't drain the battery since all we're doing is listening to music. And she'd be like, wait, but I want to be able to see it. I'm like, there's nothing happening on it. Yeah. The other one that we've gotten better about, I think because we've been reading The Hobbit, and she used to like curl up to fall asleep but want to still be able to see the book, which makes sense with, you know, normal kids books because there's a bunch of pictures. But when we're reading novels, I would still do it so she could see it, but I was like, oh my God, it's so hard to read a novel this way because the words are smaller and my back is like kinked in a weird way so that I can like put it in front of her and still read it. So we've gotten to the point now where she'll like curl up and just listen while I read, which is so nice. It's so much better. Bilbo talked to Smaug. We got to that point. And Clark was like, what? The dragon can speak to them? I was like, yeah, dude. And for some reason, that fact like made Smaug so much scarier to her. It's like, what do you mean? It can just talk to them. I know. Dragons are pretty cool, dude. Yeah, it's fun. We've been going only like a couple pages at a time now. But I think we've got like, I don't know, like 50 pages left or something. We're getting there, dude. We're going to finish The Hobbit. I'm so determined. The issue is that because I'm on the tail end of this cold, I don't cough that much during the day, but once it's nighttime, I'm coughing constantly. So I keep trying to do these voices for The Hobbit, right? And every time I'm trying to do a voice, I start coughing. Yeah, I read with her every night. Every night. I plan to keep reading with her every night until, you know, whatever age she's like, I don't want you to do this anymore. Which hopefully won't be for a while, but you never know. Then she can read to you. She does read to me sometimes. I have a little video of her reading part of The Hobbit. I sent it to my mom, and my mom was like, what the hell? Because the last time that she saw Clark couldn't really read anything. She was like, whoa, she's learned so fast. I was like, I know, it's snowballing now. Are you prepared for that moment? For the moment when she might have to say to me, Mommy, you're smothering me, please. Please, I don't need you to read me to bed anymore. You know, I kind of have to mentally prepare. You know, it's far away, and it's also not the point at which her brain will start telling her that she needs to create distance. That's natural. That's like so normal, you know? And I'm trying to remind myself now ahead of time that is a normal thing, and that, you know, hopefully we will have the sort of relationship where she'll still want to do things with me. And even if she goes through a period where she doesn't want to, if I, you know, respect her privacy and if I'm there for her, that eventually we'll get to the other side of that hump and we'll hang out again. Like, I think about my sister all the time. My mom and sister went through so much shit as a mother and daughter, and they're best friends now. And I just think to myself, like, you know, if they can make it, if they can make it to the other side and be besties and love spending time together, I'm not too worried. It's just normal. It's normal. Humans need, you know, to have this chunk of time where they like try to individualize themselves and create distance between themselves and their parents. It's normal. Every human has the inclination to do that. Someone said that one of their memories when they were younger, and they had, like, you know, a decent amount of time in their teens where they just kind of wanted to be by themselves a lot, and sat in their room a lot. They said that whenever they did, like, want to spend time with their parents, their mom would always say, "Do you want some company?" And how it was just like such a sweet, like, kind way to show like happiness that they were wanting to spend time together, you know? Instead of being like, well, look who's out of their bedroom. You know, the sort of shit that makes you want to just crawl away. Be like, never mind, I'm leaving again. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My neck. My neckus weckus.
Oh, yes. Yeah, fortunately, my parents didn't really do that sort of stuff, but I had friends. Yeah, it was like mom or dad would be like, I guess you just hate spending time with me. That's fine. You know, that sort of stuff. No, I get it. You like your friends better. it's fine sort of stuff. The guilt trip. Yeah, my parents were pretty strict. And unfortunately we did not live near town. So it was harder for me to spend time with friends. Looking back, I wish I had made more of an effort to spend time with people. But it just felt so much easier to just stay home. And so when I did leave, I think there was sort of a vibe of like, oh, you're going out? Because it was so rare, you know? So it wasn't necessarily a guilt trip. It was just like oh, that's weird. But yeah, I was talking with a friend of mine that I've stayed in contact with that was one of my really good friends in high school. She was one of the people that had bucket salad with me. One of my bucket salad friends. We were catching up. And yeah, I was saying like, man, I do really wish that I had spent more time with everybody when I was young. Because it's absolutely one of those things where you're like, God, life just gets, the older you get, it just gets more complicated. And I think there's a hump where it gets less complicated again. But every stage of life, I didn't realize what was coming. Does that make sense? I didn't realize like how much less time I would have. Bucket salad. I went cowboy camping with some of my old high school friends a few years ago. Like right before I had Clark, I think. Right before our wedding. And it was super fun. And my friend ran a oh my gosh, what's that called? Like a community garden. And so she was like, guys, we should drive to the community garden. Because we were cowboy camping on her farm. She was like, guys, we should drive to the community garden and get a bunch of stuff and make a salad. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. So we drove to the community garden and like picked a bunch of stuff to make salad with. Came back and she was like, there's so many of us and I don't have a bowl big enough. But I do have a food grade bucket. So we just made a giant salad in a bucket. And we all grabbed a fork and we all just ate out of the bucket. And it was great. And it's a very fond memory. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. And then we all, I think our most divisive moment was about peeing. Because two of us were super down to just pee outside. Like it was no big deal. And the other three were like, bro, where's the fucking bathroom? Because we camped close enough to the farmhouse. Like where we were, you couldn't see the farmhouse, but like it wasn't that much of a walk to get back to the farmhouse. And so they were like, bro, if there's a bathroom in walking distance, I'm using the bathroom. But my friend and I were both like, I mean, that's a long walk. Just gonna squat behind this tree. Thank you, Forecast Gray. I'm doing my best. I think no matter what, you wind up second guessing like everything you do. My kid has a very big personality, and I love it. And I love how opinionated she is, and I love how sassy she is. And you know, it like encouraging that comes with the other side, right? Of like, maintain this fire, but learn how to be respectful to people, right? Learn how to express those big opinions without being mean or, you know, unless they deserve it, but that's not part of the conversation yet. Yeah, but I do think like my generation of kids, nobody, like, at least in the area I grew up in, it was like have a quiet, demure, respectful child, right? Like that was the goal, and that's not my goal. I want my kid to stick up for herself, and it's like really. Honestly, already, she's only 6, but we've had multiple situations where I've been like, thank God that Clark is so, like, I'm trying to think of how to put this. She's going to tell me if shit went down, you know? And she's also going to tell you to stop if you're doing something that she doesn't like. Balancing assertiveness and respectfulness is something I'm still learning. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's like a lifelong thing, right? Maybe that's a lifelong thing to learn. Like my dad always really wanted kids that were assertive, but he grew up in a house where kids were not allowed to ever speak their minds, ever have opinions, any of that. And I think he broke the cycle as far as he was able, you know, like we got to be individuals and we got to, you know, and we talked with him a lot. But there was still a certain amount of like, this is my house and you're going to respect me. Right. And sometimes that meant just like not giving our opinions on things, right? And I think an important thing that I've learned having a kiddo is that I can look at the work that my parents did and the changes that my parents made and say, that's awesome. And I'm going to take it even farther now, you know? Is that vine part of the mushroom or like an accessory? It's like an accessory, yeah. It's not growing out of the mushroom. People keep saying that. Clark's not tall. Our nephew that is 4 is the same height as her. So I think it's one of those situations of like, he's tall, but also she's not. She's a little small for her size, you know? I did this to her. We didn't finish Loco Motive, no. I like streamed so little that last week that I think I just had a bunch of built up yapping. My parents definitely worked hard to not be their parents. Absolutely. Same with mine. Like, yeah. And that's the thing about breaking cycles, right? Is it takes more than one generation. So I wasn't able to be the like aggro assertive kid. But my kid is. My kid is big time. Yeah, I had a bunch of weekly yapping built up in my tummy, and it needed to get out. Yeah, and that's another thing I've talked about too, is I've accepted that one day, you know, maybe Clark will be going to therapy and being like, my mom used to do this thing and it's really stuck with me, you know, or going to get coffee with her friends and be like, my mom's driving me fucking crazy. You know, I'm going to do my best, but you know, I don't think anybody grows up a human without having some shit that they need to like work through and understand about themselves and how they were raised and stuff, you know. I've accepted it. I think if I'm doing my best and I'm trying to always do right by her and show her that I love her and that it's unconditional, I can live with the mistakes that I make. I think that she might need a neutral opinion on in the future. Yeah, my mom used to be a mushroom and it was really weird. I was telling Clark, I was like, I think I'm going to get a new tattoo soon. Where do you think I should get it? And she was like, I know exactly what you should get. I was like, okay. She wants my head, the mushroom. She wants the full ass face and mushroom cap on my tummy. I was like, how big are we talking? And she was like the whole thing. I was like,
No. That's a really bold tattoo, baby. Oh my God. I was like, I'm super down to do some type of tattoo in the future that references this character. I think that would be really fun. I'm not just doing the full face. I'm not doing it. I got her tattoo markers as one of her Christmas gifts. Is like body markers. I think she's gonna go feral. There's a really understated Arcane tattoo that I've been thinking about, and I was like, all right. My rule for myself is if it's a tattoo idea related to a piece of media, I need to wait on it. I need to wait a while to make sure that I still want it and that it's not just like, this is my current hyperfixation. I just really want a tattoo of this thing. I really want a One Piece tattoo, but I don't want to before it's finished. That's fair. That's fair. Vi or Jinx? No. Or do you mean which one do I like better? I don't have much opinion. Kids book, The Bravest Ever Bear. It's a kid's storybook with pictures. It's very fourth wall breaky and meta. Cute. I'll look it up. Oh, they're tattoos. No. No, it's none of their tattoos. Victor Nation. How we feeling? Jinx is my meow meow who did nothing wrong. No Arcane spoils. Nope, not absolutely not. No, when I say it would be a really understated tattoo. It would be very understated.
Sometimes Yuna would just stare off into the distance. I finally understood why.
Does Mushroom Dodger have matching tattoos with Meat Flesh Dodger? Canonically, yes. Canonically, yes, actually. That's so funny that you ask that because I'm realizing that's not on the model. That's okay. We can add tattoos later. Fix it in post. Fix it in post. It's fine. It's fine. Most of my tattoos are covered up all the time anyway.
The only ones that you would maybe be able to see are on the upper arm where the shirt is ripped. So it's fine. It can be added later. Hold on, I'm looking at the model now. Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to see anything anyway, because where that rip is where there's mushrooms poking out. Yeah, we'll add tattoos another time. Yeah, Mushroom Dodger is normal Dodger that got infected by a weird spore. But it's contained and it's fine. It's fine. My office is weird now, but it's fine. Hi, Brett. How are you, buddy? The winter months have me eepy. Oh. Understandable. Darker days. I'm gonna go in a couple minutes. I got a call from my kiddo's teacher. It's nothing bad. But it's okay, because we've been chatting, and potentially I'm gonna be a little coffee later, so he's okay. I'm so glad that we got to just stream and yap for a while, though. How was the storm for you? I'm over it. I'm already over this wind. I hate it. Yeah, it's very windy here. I said windy in front of Clark, and she was like, "Mommy, that's not how that word is said." Like, she was all concerned that maybe I didn't know how to say windy. Windy and rainy here also. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, gang. Thanks for watching. Those of you who are asking about Roxo, about my new model, Roxo, ROXOAH, twitch.tv/Roxo, has been making my model on stream and rigging it up and all of that. So if you ever wanted to watch that, Roxo's also lovely. He's super cool. And go say hi. And what else? I'm going to play more ARAM with Summer. Please pray for me. I will not be playing it on stream. It's not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. And I'm trying to think if there's anything weird going on this week. I've maybe got a sponsored thing with Sam and Jesse. I'm waiting to hear confirmation on that. But otherwise, this week should be pretty normal. Don't go where I can't follow. Oh, geez. Thank you guys so much for helping me find my book. I'm so excited. I already downloaded it. I'm so excited. Life-changing. Thank you. Okay. So... Raid Leaders open. If anyone wants to grab it, I'm going to read the activity feed. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for all the well wishes while I was sick. Telly Rose, thank you for the 5 years. Happy anniversary, Telly. And Magic Maddie for the 86. Light Genie for the 11. Misha Rebo, thank you so much. You gifted so many subs today. Thank you so much. If you were gifted a sub by anybody today, please double check who it was and say thank you. Tamber, thank you for the 7 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for the support. Lily, thank you for the 7 months. Cyberpope for the 51. Poldy for the 83. Silica Packet for the 25. Thank you. Tagalongs for the 62. Peripheral for the 57. Bromanity for the 7 years as well. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Parade of Laughter for the 57. Dr. Jazzfist for the 86. Amici for the 66. Brutalist Toast for the 39. Dr. Rue for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Oblivious to Me and Pepran, both of you, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang, everybody. Cosmic Chopsticks, thank you for the 21. Asabov for the 31, especially Ebbs for the 42. TFK for the 62. Stellar Sorcerer for the 22. And Itany for the 21. Thank you. True Heart, I'm giving your points back. Because 2 came through, sorry. I think I need to just remake that. Okay, Callie C is playing Stray Gods, which we played on stream. Very fun. Go say hi. Spread love and joy. I will see you guys next time. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.